All right. Namaste everyone. Welcome to Indian University. We'll get started in a couple of minutes. I'm just posting it on Facebook. Really excited to have you all on Sunday to learn about Hindi language and learn from all of you. All right, great. Let's get started. All right, welcome everyone. Really excited to have you all. As you know, we meet every Sunday to learn about Hindi language. For those of you who are new to our classes, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University. You can also learn about our live classes by going to tiny.cc/Hindi University. And if time permits, you can join us every Sunday, 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is the time in the California region. For those of you who haven't had a chance to go over our recent classes, what we are doing is like we are going over the book called Teach Yourself Hindi. And you can find the link of this book or soft copy of this book in the URL I just shared it with you, which is tiny.cc/Hindi University. And you can also get the book from Amazon. So lately we've been covering chapter 7 of this book. In this class, my goal is to wrap up chapter number 7. Okay. So we will be going over different scenarios in the remaining topics in chapter number 7, and we will finish up the exercises. So the plan is to wrap up or do the recap from previous class, which is what we learned about Hindi ordinal numbers. So we'll start with that. So all of you will have about 30 seconds or so to talk about your write-up about on ordinal numbers. After that, we will cover just the number topic, but we'll do aggregates. Okay, like both of you, 3 of you, 4 of you in Hindi. How do you say that? Like you know how to say 4, but if there's a group of 4 or 5 and 6, how do you use them in Hindi? Okay, then we will learn about how to say is needed or is required in Hindi. Okay, that's an important topic. And then after that, we will do the exercises, which are at the end of the of the book. Okay, and throughout the class, as you know, we try to make it very interactive. So throughout the class, you will have the option of sharing your ideas, sharing your sentences. Okay, and feel free to ask questions as you can. So let's get started with that. So first, what we'll do, as we did in the previous class also, all of you will have, keep it short about your topic. We'll have up to 30 seconds, all of you to share that. So we'll start with Irika. You want to go first about your write-up, for this week?
Yeah, I can.
Give me 1 minute.
But actually, I didn't prepare anything about my country, but I talk about myself using ordinal numbers.
Absolutely fine. Completely fine. Yep.
Okay, so मेरी पहली बिल्ली का नाम जूलिया था. मेरे दूसरे भाई का नाम फिलिप है. मेरे पहले सबसे अच्छे दोस्त का नाम मैथ्यू था. मैं मेरे दूसरे काम में काम करता हूँ. ये मेरा तीसरा महीना हिंदी यूनिवर्सिटी में है. हिंदी मेरी चौथी भाषा है और मेरे पास दूसरी गाड़ी है.
Amazing. Beautiful. This is great. Dhanraj, you want to go next? If you need more time, feel free to say that.
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
पहला मेरा देश नहीं प्रॉब्लम सहारा दस्ते, लेकिन अभी बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. मुझे रेस्पिरेटरी बीमारी और हेडेक जाता है।
Acha, okay. So the corona was not there before in Trinidad, but now the cases are increasing. Is
Yes,
that?
it is.
Oh my goodness. Sangeeta, you want to go next?
I just joined, but I will try.
Okay, if you need more time,
Uh,
that's completely fine. Okay.
Okay, मैं तीन बात बताना चाहूँगी अपने देश के बारे में। मैं और धनराज ट्रिनिडाद में रहते हैं और ट्रिनिडाद सबसे दक्षिण द्वीप है कैरिबियन आइलैंड्स में। और पहली बात, यहाँ पर हम सहारन 10 मिलते हैं। अफ्रीका से वो 10 यहाँ तक आता है और लोगों जो एलर्जीज है ये उनको असर करता है। दूसरी बात, यहाँ पर 3 माउंटेन रेंजेस है, पर्वत श्रृंखला। तो पहला पर्वत सबसे उत्तर दिशा है और दूसरा पर्वत मध्यम में है और तीसरा पर्वत दक्षिण दिशा में है और पहला पर्वत सबसे बड़ा है और मध्यम पर्वत सबसे छोटा है। हाँ, बस।
Okay, awesome. This is great. Let's see. Navras, you want to go next?
Yes, namaskar. I wrote about a neighbor.
Okay.
राहुल मेरा पड़ोसी है। वह पड़ोस में तीसरे घर में रहता है। उसकी 3 बच्चे हैं। उसका तीसरा बच्चा स्कूल में है। उनकी पत्नी के पास 2 गाड़ियाँ हैं। उसकी पहली गाड़ी का रंग नीला है। उसकी दूसरी गाड़ी का रंग लाल है। That's it.
Awesome. This is great. Jamil, you want to go?
Yes, please. So I wrote about the country. So मेरा देश का नाम अज़रबैजान है। देश में एक समुंदर, 3 पर्वत, लगभग 50 शहर है। पहला शहर का नाम जो राजधानी है बाकू है। तीसरा पर्वत ईरान के पास है और मेरा परिवार कई साल से पहले तीसरा पर्वत के पास रहता था। अज़रबैजान के पास 4 देशों के साथ सीमा है। सीमा is border, right? सीमा है। पहला सीमा रूस, दूसरा ईरान, तीसरा जॉर्जिया, चौथा आर्मेनिया है।
Amazing. Beautiful. Tan, you want to go next?
I would like to talk about my family.
Okay.
मेरे पास पहला बच्चा है। मेरा परिवार में मैं तीसरा लड़का है।
Okay. Awesome. No, that's okay. That's great. Navneet, you want to go next?
कैलिफोर्निया 31 वन राज्य है। अमेरिका तीसरा सबसे बड़ा देश है। अमेरिका में 3 पर्वत श्रृंखला, तीसरा पर्वत श्रृंखला है। अमेरिका में दूसरा नदी मिसिसिपी है। Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Great. Did you say दूसरी सबसे बड़ी नदी? Like the longest river? Is that what you were trying to say? Okay.
Yeah.
So this was सबसे बड़ी नदी. Okay. दूसरी बड़ी नदी. Okay. Let's see. Taraji, I know you just joined. If you need more time, let us know. Otherwise, you can start.
मैं ईरान की कुछ जिलों के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ। पहली झील का नाम उरुन्य है। उसका पानी बहुत नमकीन है, इसलिए उसमें कोई मछली नहीं रहती है। दूसरी झील साबालोन झील है, वहाँ साबालोन पहाड़ के ऊपर है। तीसरी झील का पानी बहुत साफ है, उसका नाम गहर है। हरिशोन चौथी झील का नाम है। हर साल तीसरी ऋतु में दूसरी देशों से बहुत परिंदे और चिड़िया वहाँ आते हैं। पांचवी झील के पानी का रंग नजर में गुलाबी आता है, वहाँ लिखा झील है। म्यांशा छठी झील और एक जवान झील है। 80 साल पहले एक भूकंप के कारण ये सुंदर झील बनाई गई। सातवीं झील के पास 3000 साल की पुरानी इमारतें हैं। इस झील के बारे में बहुत कहानियां हैं। उसका नाम कैंदाई और तख्त सुलेमान है। बहुत और झील है मगर समय कम है।
Amazing. Great to learn about the lakes of Iran. Amazing. Vidyaji, you want to go next? Give me 1 minute so I can. All right, Vidyaji. Yeah. You have to unmute. Yep. You probably have to unmute. I can't hear you, Vidyaji. No problem. If you need more time.
Yeah,
while-
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah.
Okay, so random sentences. साल में 12 महीने होते हैं। पहला महीना जनवरी है और आखिरी महीना दिसंबर है।
Amazing.
सोलर सिस्टम में 8 ग्रहों हैं। मेरे पास 3 कुत्ते थी। पहली कुत्ती गोल्डन रिट्रीवर और दूसरा कुत्ता लैब्राडोर और तीसरा कुत्ता पिटबुल थे। मेरा पहली गाड़ी टोयोटा कैमरी है।
Great. This is great. Mata, you want to go next? If you need more time, let me know. Otherwise, go for it.
All right, sure. I'll try. I'm actually reading from Devanagari, so this is my practice. So I'm a little slow, so just be with me.
Take your time. Slow is good. Slow is better, so everybody can follow.
मेरा घर 5 कमरा है। मैं तीसरा या जा घर में शामी हो गया. Is this correct? I did it with the help of Google, though. I cheated a little.
Right? What were you trying to say? That's okay. What were you trying to say?
So that my what was this one? Oh shoot, what was this sentence
Okay.
again?
You can and read the
The
next.
third, no, did I say terza? I was the third to arrive in the house. So we have a shared house, and I came in the third of the 5 people.
Tisre, yeah, you can say tisra.
Tisra, okay. So I have to make it long. मैं मैं 7 4 अन्य लड़का रहता हूँ.
Okay. So I think I got a bit of it. But what we can do is, like, if you can type down or write it down, however you wrote it in the chat or in the WhatsApp group, I can completely kind of like give you if it needs any checks there.
I've got 2 more lines.
Yep, go for it.
Go for it. Okay. हमारे समाने का धारा Dharava. The door. How do you pronounce the door? Dhar,
Darwaza.
the,
Darwaza.
Darwaza. Toot Gaya.
Okay. Darwaza टूट गया.
And then last one is Hamare. The neighbor. How do you pronounce the neighbor again?
Parosi.
Parosi. Bahut. Jada. Sor. Karata hai.
करते हैं. Awesome. हमारे पड़ोसी बहुत शोर करते हैं. Awesome. So this is great. Thank you so much, everyone. So what we'll do in the second phase, in case if you didn't get a chance in the first phase, don't worry about it. We'll have more opportunities. But what the next goal for us is to learn about aggregates in Hindi. Okay, so I plan to do some grammar in this section, and in this section, I'll do most of the talking and you will be listening a lot of grammatical concept, and in parallel, you will be making notes about your understanding of this topic. Okay, and I'll be asking you questions, so you'll be writing it down. So far we learned about numbers, right? So as in we know one is ek, do is do. So we learn about numbers in that manner, like, cardinal numbers. We learn about, ordinal numbers, which is like ek becomes pehla, do becomes dusra. Okay. Now, what about aggregates? If I were to say, same thing, but in the group of people, such as like both of you, okay, or three of you, how do you say that? Okay, or even like, hundreds of people, thousands of people, how do you say that? For that, we use aggregates. Okay, and an example would be if you have two kids. Okay, how do you say that in Hindi, Vedant? Two kids. One kid, as you know, is bacha, but if you have two kids, it will be
Do bacche.
do bache. But what about both of the kids? So, let's say you were to say, मेरे पड़ोसी के दो बच्चे हैं. दोनों बच्चे बहुत बदमाश हैं, right? So, like, how do you say? Okay, actually, I gave you the answer. Both of the kids are very naughty. So, if that was the case, you will say the aggregate of two will be
Dono.
dono. Very good, dono. So the way you write it in Devanagari, the with O and then na with O, dono. Okay. Similarly, the aggregate for three, number three, as you know, is teen, which is just like, teen, but don't say t sound. It's a t where your tongue is touching the top of your back teeth. Okay. Teen. Okay. Just like do becomes dono, teen becomes tino. Okay, so hopefully you get the pattern, and I'm going to write it down again. So do becomes dono, and then teen becomes tino. Okay, so just like that, if you look at the pattern, what you'll do is like you'll put O at the O sound at the of the number. Okay, at the end of the cardinal or a cardinal number. Okay, so just like that, if you are talking about 1,000, Vedant 1,000 in Hindi is, do you know that?
1000.
Hazar. And just like that, it becomes
1000.
You don't have to say ek, it will become
1000.
Zaru. Okay, you're putting the O sound at the end. Okay. Similarly, if it is 50, 50, it becomes
50.
50. Okay. So hopefully this makes sense. Okay. So imagine if you have to say something like, पूरी दुनिया में, you know, everyone, like in the entire world, everyone is impacted by corona. Okay, पूरी दुनिया में कोरोना फैल रहा है. Okay, if you can say thousands of people are getting sick, you can say हजारों लोग बीमार हो रहे हैं. Okay, that's where you will use the aggregates.
Ashinji, could I ask you a short question, please?
Yeah, please.
You said dono bhai. Bhai is like both brothers.
That's right. दोनों
Okay.
भाई.
If I want to say both my brothers, would it be mere dono bhai or dono mere bhai?
मेरे दोनों भाई.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to give you basic sentences so you can learn about it, and also also do some exercises that you have at the end of the book. Okay. So the first example I want to give where you can use is, okay, both of the, and which I have is like dono, but okay, both of the kids are intelligent. Both of the kids are intelligent. Okay, so let's see. I want all of you to try with me. Okay, so don't just go by whoever I pick and then their answer, but I want all of you to give it a try. It doesn't matter whether you're able to do it or not. Okay, but at least give it a try with the approach that we use, which is breaking it down. Okay, Taraji, you want to give it a try? Both of the kids are intelligent or smart.
दोनों बच्चे चातुर हैं.
Okay, so let's break it down. Both of the kids would be, kid is bacha. Okay, and intelligent is, what word did you use?
चातुर.
Hoshiyar. Hoshiyar. I couldn't hear the word you mentioned, Taraji, but I'm assuming it's one of the synonym of hoshiyar. You can type it as well, so I can. So both of the kids would be, as you know, two is do, both becomes dono. Okay, so both of the kids, and it's plural, so dono बच्चे होशियार है. Amazing. दोनों बच्चे होशियार हैं. So you see, it's very simple. Verb is, in this case, is it's coming at the end. दोनों बच्चे होशियार हैं. होशियार is intelligent. Okay. If I want to say दोनों बच्चे, both the kids are very naughty, I can say दोनों बच्चे बदमाश हैं. Okay. So let's keep going. Next one I have is like, which I mentioned as well. Thousands of people are getting sick. So thousands of people are getting sick. Okay. Let's see. I want all of you to give it a try, and you can type it as well in the notes, because that way, at least, like, even if you're not getting a chance, you're not feeling that you didn't get a turn, right? I mean, at least give your try and write it down on the Zoom chat or on the Facebook chat. Okay, that's the best way for me to make sure, keep you all involved. Okay, so in this case, let's see, who wants to give it a try? Lukaji, you want to try it? I know you joined a bit late, so if you need more time, let's come.
Yeah, I just joined. I'm not sure I would get this.
No problem. Okay.
Can I try?
Would it be hazaron?
That's right. Give it a try. So 1,000 is hazar, and it will be thousands of people would be hazaron.
Hazaron log. Bimar Raihen.
Okay. The verb is hona.
Hona, yes, of course.
So bimar.
No, I don't know the.
So it is are getting sick. Like मैं चल रहा हूँ, मैं दौड़ रहा हूँ.
हो रहे हैं.
Verb is
बीमार हो रहे हैं.
Very good. Bimar.
Okay.
You see, you get it.
So bimar rahe hain would not be correct.
That will not work. Bimar itself is not a verb. Bimar hona is a verb. Okay, so that's why you say हजारों लोग बीमार हो रहे हैं. Okay, so another example of how to do aggregates in Hindi. Okay, remember in the previous class we did a case study where all of you prepared a scenario of complaining to your landlord. How do you complain to your landlord? Okay, so let's say there are 3 switches and all of them are not working. Okay, and you can say 3 switches are not working. 3 switches are not working. Okay, that's another scenario we can do. So I want to pick someone who didn't get a chance to do it before. So take your time. The question here is like how to translate this in Hindi. 3 switches are not working. Okay, so anyone who didn't get a chance before to prepare your or share your essay, Vatsalji, you want to give it a try?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tinos.
Try it again.
I accidentally muted her, sorry.
No worries, no problem. Try it again.
Oh, sorry. Tinos. I don't know the word for switch in Hindi. Tinos.
Yeah.
काम नहीं कर रहे हैं.
Very good. Tino switches. What is the verb here? To work is
काम करना.
So what did you say? Tino switches.
काम नहीं कर रहे हैं.
काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. Tino switches काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. Okay, this is great. So this is the a summary of how to do aggregates in Hindi. Okay. Now to give you guys a glimpse of it, because you need to do more practice, right? I mean, as we do more and more, we try to cover more things in the class. We may be limiting the number of examples, right? So what I can suggest you is like if you go to the book, and I'm just trying to look for the particular section where Rupert Snell is covering it in detail. It is covered in page number 93. So if you go to Teach Yourself Hindi book, where I have provided a soft copy in the link tiny.cc/Hindi University. If you go to page number 93 and section 7.5, that's where Rupert Snell is also covering aggregates. Okay, 7.5. So I want you to read that. Okay. He also mentioned about Tino Bache Charo Taraf, which means to all the sides. Charo means like char is 4, but the directions are 4. Okay, so you can easily use that phrase charo taraf. Charo taraf, panic hai. There is a panic all around, in all directions. Okay, or everyone is happy. Charo taraf, khushhali hai. That means like everyone is like there is joy. Okay, he used the example darjano chhatra. That means dozens of students. Saikado vidyarthi. You will not come across that too often, but 100 is also considered, Sakada is basically the unit for that. Okay, 100 is also called Sakada, but as you're learning Hindi, I won't recommend you use it initially because like it's okay to use 100 right now. Okay, and then Hazaron we covered. Lakhon is 100,000 is lakh. Okay, Karodo is 10 million. Okay, so Karod is also a good to know word. Okay, and towards the end, he also does some exercises using these aggregates. So that will be we'll get a glimpse of it, towards the end of the class. The next topic I want to cover, which is there in the in chapter 7 also, before when we wrap up, is basically the use of is wanted or is needed. Okay, that's what it is there in the. Give me 1 minute. It's also a very important topic from grammar perspective that Rupert Snell is covered it in this section. I usually cover this section when we learn about the use of ko. Okay, when you try to learn ko, there are there are various ways to make sentences using ko. But Rupert Snell in the section 7.3 of the book, which is page number 91. is covering another grammatical topic called is wanted or needed. Okay, and for that you use a model called chahiye. Chahiye. So you have a ch with a, you have a h sound with e and a, chahiye. So imagine, you are in a country, okay, and you need something, okay, or you are in a situation and you need something, okay. What is the best way to say that in Hindi, or one of the way to say that in Hindi? In Hindi, it really translates down to, to the person or to the pronoun, whether it is to me or to you or to him or to her, okay, or to them. Something, anything that you want to talk about is needed. That's how it gets translated. If you were to do one-to-one translation from English to Hindi, okay. What is an example? Let's say I want to say, I need help. Okay, how do I say that in Hindi? If you do one-to-one comparison, to me, help is needed. Okay, it may sound a bit strange, but that's how, that's a close translation. So it will be, to me, help is needed, which is, as you know, I in Hindi is main. That's the pronoun for I, main, okay, I. But when you say to me, you will end up using a post position. And the post position for to is ko. Okay, so when you have main plus ko, which means mujhko, and then is needed, as I said, is chahiye. Okay, I can say anything in between. Mujhko help chahiye, which means I need help. Okay, very simple sentence. I need help. Okay, then you can say mujhko coffee chahiye. I need a coffee. Okay, you can say mujhko dinner chahiye. I need dinner. Okay, or it could be as simple as, if you're looking for a job, you can say mujhko काम चाहिए और मुझको नौकरी चाहिए और मुझको जॉब चाहिए, मुझको काम चाहिए. Okay, or some more example would be if someone is sick and they go to a medicine shop or to a doctor, they can say मुझको दवाई or दवा चाहिए. Okay, it's the verb with a and then e, दवाई, and it's basically medicine. मुझको medicine चाहिए. Okay, so as I'm writing it down, I want you to think about how you can use chahiye, and either you can write it down on the chat, and right after I'm done with the topic, I want you to give me examples. Okay, mujhko medicine chahiye. Let's say you need a taxi, okay, and you are waiting for something, and you can say, and somebody asks you like, aapko kuch chahiye, do you need something? Okay, then you can say mujhko taxi chahiye. I need a taxi, or I need an Uber, or I need a Lyft. Okay, Rupert Snell gives an example, and once you get a grasp of it, that whenever something is needed, there is someone who is receiving it. Okay, so the pronoun who is receiving it, you put ko to that. Okay, so right now I use an example of man, which is I. What if it is somebody else? Okay, and Rupert Snell gives an example would be like grandma. So what if you forgot to use it? Okay, Dadi ji. If you were to just say Dadi ji, chashma chahiye. Chashma is eyeglasses. Because that's a common conception, like what if I don't use it? Dadi ji chashma chahiye. In this case, the problem is that you don't know who is receiving it. Okay, that's why you will put Dadi ji ko chashma chahiye. Okay, that she will be the one receiving it. So Dadi ji ko chashma chahiye. Okay, next example that. Okay, let's say you want to ask someone, what do you need, what do you want, or what do you need? Okay, if you were to just say, aap क्या चाहिए? आप क्या चाहिए? It's incorrect because you don't know who's receiving it and nobody will understand what it means. So that's why you end up putting आपको क्या चाहिए? Okay, आपको क्या चाहिए? Point I'm trying to highlight here is to identify the pronoun, whether it is मैं, आप, हम, okay, वे, and then put ko next to it. Okay, that's why I was trying that. When I cover it in the regular topics, I usually cover it when we are using ko, when we are covering ko, and the different cases when ko is covered. Okay. Similarly, Rupert will give example of हमें रोटी चाहिए चावल नहीं. That means now interestingly here, let me ask someone. Taraji, what do you think it means? हमें रोटी चाहिए चावल नहीं.
We need bread, but we don't need rice.
Okay, we need bread, not rice. Why do you think they didn't use ko here?
Because it means to me.
So the point I'm trying to highlight here is it's the same thing. Hame and humko, they are essentially interchangeable. They are same. Okay, so it's implied. So instead of humko, you can say hame.
So it is like muchko and muche.
That's right. Just like mujhko and mujhe, just like usko and use, just like unko or unhe. Okay, so ko is implied here. Just because it is not there, don't get confused that they're not using ko. There is a ko.
So,
So
ko is implied in mujhe as well.
That's right. That's right.
Mujhe,
All of them. Yeah, all of them. Okay.
May I just ask you, Ashuji, is merko the same as mujhko?
That's right. मेरे को कुछ नहीं चाहिए, same as मुझको. That's right.
Can I also just briefly ask you about chahiye itself? Is there, because there's also the word chana, to want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same word?
Slightly different actually. That's more of like you desire something, right? I mean, so while there is commonality in it, both of them, the usage, okay. But that one is more like if you like someone.
So it's not, the derivation is not, it doesn't come from the same word, no?
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
Because when a child would say merko mithai chahiye or something, I need sweets, they're essentially asking I would like or I want, right?
I want. Whereas like मैं शाहरुख खान को चाहता हूँ, that means like it's more of like an intimacy, like I like Shahrukh Khan in the sense like that's.
Oh, I see.
You see that? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. If you like someone, if you love someone, that's when you will use the chahna aspect of it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But chahiye can also just mean I want, I would like this, or I would like that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Instead of just I need it, like as an essential thing. Is that right? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, let's take a question because I think grammar-wise.
If I wanted a kiss, sorry to interrupt, one more question. So if I wanted to kiss, I have to use chana.
Say an example. Say an example.
Yeah. मुझे को एक kiss chana है?
चाहिए. That if you are requesting basically, then you will say just like मुझको चाय चाहिए or coffee चाहिए. You can say that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what is Mata asking.
Yeah, I'm confused now.
And I am also a little bit confused, but I think we know. I wanted to ask you before, also in the book, and I was watching some videos, there was said or written that usually this chahiye is with an object, that something, a thing is something I want. But if there's a verb, something like, for example, I need to go or I need to eat, I think in this case they don't use chahiye, or that's what I understood.
So if you want to go, we will cover that in a separate topic. That that's basically chahta. That's a मैं जाना चाहता हूँ. that's a different one. Right now, as you said, it's purely about like, something is needed, like, that's
About
is-
objects, things.
something is needed or wanted. Okay, so if you need something or if you want something, that's when you will use, chahiye. Whereas chahna it's a verb, that's a different word. That's a chahna. That's a separate one. Okay. Now there is some commonality in it, in both of them, as I said, right? I mean, for example, if you want to say I, I like, let's say, I like her, or I like him or her. Okay. Now, how do you say that? Is needed and is wanted is not, the notion is not there. But if you want to say I like him or her, it would be मैं उसको चाहता हूँ. If a guy is saying it, if a girl is saying it, मैं उसको चाहती हूँ. So you see, it's used as a verb. Okay. When you're using chahiye, it's essentially a model like can, could, must, just like that. You have chahiye is needed or is wanted. So two different grammatical concepts. Okay. The reason we are getting confused is because the base is same. Like, you have a chahiye here as well as you have like, chahiye also has a chahiye in it. But let's keep them separate right now. If you want an object, if you want something, you can use chahiye. We can cover this one in more detail. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully this clarifies your confusion for the time being. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe भी एक सवाल है about मुझे. You say मुझे लगता है. Is how come we use मुझे over there? Because it's not talking about anything that's wanted or needed. Like मुझे लगता है is I think, isn't it?
So now we're taking a different, shift altogether. So ko can be used in many scenarios. Okay. So if you watch Hindi University Space Ko, you will get like a 1 hour video where I talk about different ways you can use ko. Okay. This is just one of the case where we use ko. Okay. But hang in there, Vedant, there's a way Rupert Snell covers the book and, which is good. I like it. Okay. But what you're now shifting is to what are the different use cases of ko? Okay. So when you say, I feel, there's a different explanation to it and I'll definitely cover it, right? Mujhko lagta hai. To me, it feels. Okay. So, that's how it gets translated. To me, it feels, or to me, it seems. Okay. Mujhe lagta hai or mujhe mehsoos hota hai. Okay.
Okay.
So now I want to quickly go over how are we doing a time. Last time, I think 7:46. Okay. So I'm going to skip it, but I want all of you to do exercise 7A2. Exercise 7A2. Which is basically, where Rupert Snell is talking about, I need a good dictionary. You need about 10 shares. Who needs some money? Okay. Example one would be, I didn't cover that one. I want to cover it. Mujhko paise chahiye, right? If you need money, you can say mujhko paise chahiye. Now, on the other side, you can also say, main paise chahata hu. I like money also. Okay. Again, you can see there is a commonality in it, like, and then, so I want you to cover exercise 7A2. That's sort of one of your homework exercise to test out your understanding of how to use chahiye. Yeah. I hope it makes sense and it doesn't feel like we're just rushing it, but since the number yeah.
Will you please tell me the page number? I don't see.
Yeah,
it.
that's a good question. The page number is 94.
94.
Page number 94. Exercise 7A. I want you to cover.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Awesome. So now what I want to cover after this is sort of, as you know, in each class we try to do a reading part as well. So that way you guys can test your understanding on the reading part. Okay, so we will do group sessions, but what I want to do is, like, right now there is a, if you go to page number 95, okay, page number 95, there is a Devanagari text in exercise 7B1. 7B1, okay, and I want you to follow along, okay, and Jirka is going to share it with everyone on the screen, so you can see it, where, you know, it's written in Devanagari, but one of the students, actually two students, they did a good job of translating it into Romanagari as well, so you can follow along. So I want Jirka, you want to share it again? Okay, awesome. So why don't you start it and try reading it, and we can just take turns. So one sentence each of you can read and try to tell me like what it means. You can start with the first one, Jirka.
Okay. अरुण अपने बड़े भाई प्रकाश के साथ रहता है, वो किताबें लिखता है. So Arun is living with his older brother Prakash, and he is writing books. He's writing a book. No,
So-
he is writing books.
Which tense is this sentence written in? Is it present continuous?
Yes, it's present continuous. Okay.
So
He is right now living with him, and he is
so which is present indefinite or present continuous?
indefinite.
Yes, very good. So then it's basically saying it's currently, you know, he currently lives with his brother, and he generally writes books, right?
I
So-
see, yeah.
Yeah, you see that, right? So the same thing, if you were to say it in continuous, you will say करुण अपने बड़े भाई प्रकाश के साथ रह रहा है, वह किताबें लिख रहा है. But as you rightly spotted that, you know, this is indefinite, not continuous. Okay. Next one, I'm going to pick Luca. You want to go in the next one, next sentence?
Hanji, yes. I was just reading it. I could have done the first one, but this one, okay. Khana Saib कहते हैं कि उनके दफ्तर में दर्जनों लोग हैं, लेकिन कोई ठीक से काम नहीं करता है. Oof. Khana, would that be a name? Khana Saib?
That's right. It's a name.
Okay. So Khana sir says that his daftar, I don't know. Darjnon, I also don't know.
Darjano, remember 12 is Bahara. It's also a unit for Darjan. Darjano becomes group of 12.
Bara, but Bara and Darjnon seem so different.
Yeah, I know, but you know, this is another synonym like Bara, but another word for Bara, the unit is dozen.
Oh, I see. No, I didn't know this. Okay.
Dozen means in Hindi is darjan.
Okay. And daftar?
Office.
Office, okay. So Khana sir says that in his office there are 12 people, but nobody does their work well.
Yeah, awesome. Great job there. Navras, you want to do the third one? Hopefully you're still there, Navras. You can do third one, Navras.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. दादाजी नहीं जानती है कि उनकी पिताजी किस कॉलेज में पढ़ते थे. Grandmother doesn't know that her father teaches at the college. Oh, right? Parate teach.
किस college में पढ़ा? In which college? Okay.
In which college? Yeah. That's
Next
right.
one, Taraji, you want to do the next one?
अध्यापक जी कहते हैं कि कोई और कुछ का फर्क समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Teacher says that meaning that knowing the difference between koi and kuch is needed.
Okay, very important. It's very important. बहुत जरूरी है. Now, Navneet, you want to do the fifth one?
Sorry, could you just say I couldn't hear properly. Could you just say the translation of the fourth one again?
The fourth one says, अध्यापक जी कहते हैं, the teacher says, कि, which is a conjunction, that कोई and कुछ का फर्क समझना. फर्क is difference.
Okay. Yes, of course.
To know the difference between koi and kuch is very important.
And adhyapak means teacher.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Navneet? Hopefully it's hard, but I'll help you out, okay? And if you are not there, if you need more time, Than, you want to do the fifth one?
छात्र अपने अध्यापक से हर मुश्किल सबक पूछता है. Student his teacher I don't know Hazra मुश्किल में difficult. I don't know सवाल.
सवाल is question. छात्र अध्यापक से हजारों मुश्किल सवाल पूछता है.
हजारों में हजारों.
Thousands. Hazar is thousand. Hazaro. I know. I just taught it, but it's we didn't really practice hazar part per se. But hazaro, it's an aggregate of group of thousands. Hazaro. Basically, what they're implying is like the student he or she asked thousands of questions, difficult questions to the teacher.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Great. So now we have two options. Either we do the remaining 5 or we spend time on the next exercise, which is the 7B2. You guys tell me what will make you feel better, where you feel that, I think we should do because I think we have done a glimpse of 7B1. Okay. I think we should spend the next 10 minutes as a group exercise. So you guys at least get to do with each other, like exercises, right? So 7B2 is where you guys will work as a group and there's a conversation between boy and Khanna. It's a difficult one, but at least you will give it a try. So I think my take would be that, you should just like every class, we do a group discussion. The next 5-10 minutes we can spend on that. Okay. And that way, at least you will be, will not have a bigger group. It'll be a group of 2. And that way you guys can try to translate 7B2. You guys give me a thumbs up or thumbs down and we'll take it from there. Okay, good. All right. So let's do that. And for folks who are watching live on Facebook, thank you so much for joining. The next class is just for the people, who, interact with here in the in-person class, but you can watch the remaining of the class and, join us. So thank you so much for joining and I'm going to stop.